Kerry, you nervous?
A little.
Little.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody. Tonight is about me and not about you. Remember that, and we'll be fine. No, you're good. You stay here. Like, you make me look better, but, you know, just remember. Anyway, all right, so Kerry, all right, so can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
So I'm a scientist. I like to call myself a nerd. I work for the Environmental Protection Agency. I focus on water quality issues. I'm really into water quality research, and I really love my job.
Awesome. All right. Tell me, so it's Kerry, what age are you and where are you from?
I actually just turned 26 2 weeks ago. I'm originally from New York, and I moved down to DC about 2 years ago for my position with EPA.
Awesome. That deserves a round of applause. All right. Fantastic. So you're a physical scientist for the National Center of Environmental Research. You are a self-proclaimed nerd.
Yes.
I read in your packet a while ago that you have a favorite exhibit. What is that in the Natural History Museum?
I love to visit the Rocks and Minerals exhibit. I've been there more times than I'd like to admit.
So basically, the exhibit that everyone else runs away from, you're running towards. Okay, fair. All right. So you're an environmental scientist. You're a physical scientist. You love rocks and geology. You studied what in college? How did you get to this point?
Well, my bachelor's degree was environmental science with a focus in geology,
Okay.
and when I pursued my master's degree, I switched that to aquatic ecology and aquatic biogeochemistry.
Okay, so those are really big words.
Nobody knows what she's talking about.
I know some of them. I also hear that that's not the end of it. You're not planning to finish at the master's level. What's planned next?
I would really like to pursue my PhD within the next few years. I'd really like to continue on and continue to do the research that's important to me.
Woo! All right. Well, so we've got the brains, is what we're saying. All right, that's good. Now, in your packet, when I read, each girl provides a packet and gives you a little bit of explanation about themselves. In your packet, I read you have some inspirational figures in your life. One was E.O. Wilson. Now, obviously, I know who E.O. Wilson is. Obviously, but for those of the crowd who doesn't, who exactly is that guy?
E.O. Wilson is a naturalist and a biologist. He focused mostly on ants, which sounds really boring, but what I really love about him is that he believes that a passion for science is what makes a good scientist instead of, innate intelligence, which is really important to me because, you don't always feel like maybe you're the smartest person, but I know that I have a passion for science, and that's why he inspires me.
Well, with a bachelor's and a master's, I think you're pretty high up there in the room at least. Now tell me, you also have some other inspirational figures in your life. Your mother, your grandmother, I believe.
So I wrote about in my essay. I wrote about the women in my family who inspire me, and one of those was my grandmother, who is my connection to my Irish heritage, and the other is my mother. And growing up, we did Irish step dancing, and that was the time that all the women in my family, my sister, my mother, and my grandmother spent time together. And that's a really great memory, and really showed me all of the good qualities that I would like to adapt as I grow older.
Fantastic. All right. So I'm getting away from back there. Now, tell me quickly, because we're getting the wave off. But I'm scared of her. Now, you've got a love for Gaelic football, I believe, or are you involved in any other Irish kind of clubs?
I am actually. When I first moved to DC 2 years ago, I didn't really know anybody, so I decided to join the Washington DC Gales. I picked up Gaelic football and camogie, and it's been a great time. It's a great community, and I really enjoy the sport, and I really enjoy that it connects me to my heritage.
Awesome. All right, favorite thing about the sport, worst thing about the sport?
I really love the camaraderie.
Okay.
I love going to games with all the girls and hanging out afterwards. I think the thing I like the least is when our coach makes us do push-ups. Because
I'm also the coach.
ask you the same question I ask everybody, the big one. Why do you want to be the 2017 Washington DC Rose of Tralee?
So like I mentioned earlier, the women in my family have really inspired me to be connected to my heritage and to be the best female that I can be. And I think the rose also embodies those traits. And that's the reason I would like to be the rose, and I would like to continue being involved in the Irish community.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kerry, please.